What's going on? It's Average THC Guy, and today we are going to be talking about the time we smoked during school hours. Now, smoking during school was something that I didn't do a lot. I maybe did it once during my high school career, and that was only a little bit. I had friends who would come into school like most days of the week fucking baked and talk about how baked they were in class, and it was funny, but I wanted to do it, but I just never did until one day the opportunity arose. So it's around prom season right now. People are getting ready for prom. So this story revolves around prom. Since we were the senior class, we had to go out and see if we could get donations for after prom. Things like gift cards or products or something like that, things that we could give away. And so we had to do that. And so our class was divided into like 4 or 5 different groups, and uh, it was we were to cover five di- 5 different like quadrants of town, or I guess 5 different sections of town. So we were chosen to do that, but it was me and John in a group, then Marshall and Glizzy in a group, and then so it was a group of four, then a group of three. So instead of going where we were supposed to go and get the donations this one day, we went out to the smoke spot all the way the fuck across town. We actually met at BP beforehand, which is on the way to the smoke spot from school, and we talked for a minute. We were like, "Hey, meet here. We're gonna go smoke." And they were like, "Okay." So this was back when Marshall was trapping. So this was when he always had that exotic kind of weed. And so after this, we went there, and Marshall starts rolling a King Palm. And I'm watching him do it, and we're trying to get a count of who's going to be doing it. It's going to be Marshall, John, Jay, Glizzy, Evan, and Carl. And I don't think John was going to be in on it. So it was going to be like us six. And so we all got in a circle and we smoked it, and it was some strong ass stuff. I think it was like gelato or something like that. And then I started coughing. I was throwing out like GD and stuff like that. And then I, God, I'm so fucking high right now. I've been smoking on Apple Jacks. That shit is good. And so we were smoking this stuff and talking about how can I say that, but I'm kind of agnostic, so I don't really care. Uh, Even for people who are kind of passive Christians. And so after that, we had to drive back into town, and we were able to get like some gift cards and stuff like that. But the funny part is I went into this auto parts store on another fucking planet, having to ask them for donations, and I'm an ambassador for a Christian school, and I'm going to ask them for donations. High off my ass. And so I go in to ask for something, and what do they donate but a set of fucking bolts? I'm supposed to go into my teacher and say that we're supposed to give away a fucking set of bolts to high schoolers. Are you fucking kidding me? And so I don't know. He could have just said no, we don't have anything, but no, this man thought bolts was a good gift for high schoolers. That if I don't know. So we were able to bring that stuff in, and I was still pretty high when I brought it in, but then we were just off for the day. Once we brought what we got in, we could just leave, and so we did, and I just was able to go home and enjoy the high. So yeah, that was the first and only time I ever smoked during school hours. The other time was just we were in the car. It was lunchtime, so we were just chilling out in the car, and I hit a California pin a little bit. And it was a pretty good pin. They said they really liked it, so I didn't hit it all that much because I still had got them fucking high. So those were the only 2 times that I smoked during school hours. And honestly,